We all tell stories in our personal life, don't we? How many people here are married? Now the story of how my wife and I met, gosh, it's a theatrical masterpiece. I say something, my wife says something, we say things together, we hold each other's hands, we look at each other. That's how we met. Confuse the customer, lose the sale. Now, sure, I get it. What you're telling them sounds simple to you. For you, the devil is in the detail, the tech jargon. What I want you to do instead, I just want you to tell them a story. What we need to be thinking about are what are some of our best customer success stories and how can we utilize those to tell clients to close more deals in shorter sales cycles.
Since Matt has left and we've continued our practice, the board themselves have increased their ability to get wishes sponsored by another 15%.
When you tell stories, and this is a study out of Princeton that highlights this thing called neurocoupling happens. Neurocoupling means that we actually create artificial rapport. Studies out of Stanford highlight people remember up to 22 times more information when embedded into a story. For instance, if I was going to tell you to remember chairs, porridge, and beds, and say a year from now I'm going to come back and ask you what those things were, there's no way you're going to remember what those items are. But going back to Goldilocks and the Three Bears, not only will you remember what those items are, you'll remember the order they were told. How much time are you spending chasing clients, following up with them, and potentially not getting the sale because you don't have these well-prepared stories that help the customer know that you can deliver? I went from scared to sell to teaching hundreds how to do it. Now, thanks to my best-selling book, The Introvert's Edge, I get the opportunity to teach thousands.
He will work tirelessly ahead of time to make sure his presentation is spot on. He relates well to people. He's easy to listen to. He's energetic, passionate, very articulate, and you will get great reviews with him as a keynote speaker.
You need to have a very refined sales script that leads to an objection, like the commercial real estate company. That objection leads to telling a story. Now, the logical part of the brain is the part that's saying, I don't know whether that would work for me. The emotional part of the brain, when it hears a story, it literally short circuits the logical brain and goes, story time! And it listens. And it doesn't listen to any of the details, it just assumes all of that to be factual. And it's listening for the moral of the story. Now, the moral of the story is that the customer had a successful outcome working with you. And because of that, so can they.